What's up, y'all? Welcome to Geek'd with Trey. Thank you for stopping by my podcast and checking me and the Geek Fam out, where we cover celebrity topics, local topics, and just everyday life shit. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, and share. And also keep in mind that I don't own any of the rights to the music that's playing in the background or that plays in the background during the show. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. What's up?
Ready.
Welcome to the Geek'd with Trey show. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this the geek stage. I didn't got that many jokes, but I got a couple. I hope some of them are funny. Oh snap! Let me put my hater blockers back on.
Uh-oh.
All right. First joke. All right. Why can't two white people make a Chinese baby?
Because they'll have to be a girl.
Because two Wongs don't make a rat. I thought that shit was funny. It sounded better when I was under the influence a little bit more. Okay. All right, so for my next joke, all right. Is anybody going to the Rashida concert?
No, nobody's going to the
That was the joke. I was like, oh man. All right, and so for the next one, all right. Did you hear the cartoonist found dead at his home? Details are sketchy. That was really corny. That was a dad joke. All right. Let's get into it. We're going to skip around from topics, but speaking of not showing up to big events, let's go and talk a little bit about your homeboys Trump. How do you how do you guys feel about
I'm sorry.
I haven't been into the city, but I've been seeing like reports and all that stuff like that, like from like the locals and all that stuff like that. They not really it's and I've also been seeing some other
I was
things.
there a little bit recently, and I just happen to have a friend who is in the National Guard, and I will just say, it's not like he can't disclose certain things, but I will say I'm not confirming or denying anything. I'm not speaking on anyone's behalf. I just want to clarify that with the audience right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sharing my opinion from how I read the room.
Okay.
I would say my experience of going into DC is that it feels and looks as vacant as it did during COVID.
I can probably
so there's still people there. People are still around. They're driving. But when it comes to
about doing things like normal touristy things that people come to DC to do.
Yeah, and I would also say there's a significant decrease in the presence of the homeless or impoverished. They're not as present out, but people in general are just not out that much, especially not those that kind of can't control somewhere to go in. I wouldn't say that it's dead. Like, there are people on the road. People are driving. People are doing things. People are going places.
Oh, let me tell you something. I saw a video about this. There's people at the National Mall having sex in daylight. I'm like, well, where's the National Guard at? I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all not in the neighborhoods. Y'all in like, the hood neighborhoods. That's where y'all are. Y'all not where y'all should be.
They're in the whole of neighborhoods now. And from my understanding, they were being instructed to not only cover historical landmarks, but like the main city sector. I would say a presence where a lot of government officials primarily are. So the city core, and certain neighborhoods.
I mean, I know like a lot of residents have been complaining because I listen to the radio in the morning, so I get to hear about things like that, and also I be on TikTok. Excuse me, just like everybody else. And like the residents of DC are not really there. I mean, like they're coming up on like their doorstep, like people in their cup, like on their front porch, or whatever, just chilling, unwinding, kicking it at the end of the day or whatever, don't worry about what's in my cup. But like, you can't go out and have like just a drink of juice in your cup without somebody come up to ask you, or, hey, what is that you're smoking on or whatever? Like, why are you all up on my porch? So
No, because legally it is private property, but that's where I feel like the abuse of slippery slope laws are so annoying because it comes to a matter of whether you know them or not. And I think that what's a slippery slope is the public drinking situation, because you're on your porch, which is attached to your property, and enough on your property that you are not technically in the public. The moment it becomes the public is the moment it gets to the sidewalk, because as long as you remain on your property, it still counts. But let's say you were naked outside on your property, that's still public indecency.
Yeah.
So it's a slippery slope argument is all I'm saying. Like, they could easily turn a blind eye to it, or they can choose to be problematic.
Now, my thing is, they're also reporting that, yes, there has not been any crimes, in the last 12 or 14 days that they have been out there. Yes, there's not going to be no crimes when you go.
I don't think, because you got to be careful with the news that the Trump administration puts out, because it's within the realm of truth. You know what I'm saying? They'll say there hasn't been a murder in 10 to 12 days.
Yeah,
but there's been crime.
I mean,
but they never said there was a crime. They just said there's not been a murder in 10 to 12 days.
Well, they can't prove a murder without finding a body. So
that's very true.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what they're saying is, I feel like it's just like everything that he reports is a little fabricated.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, and I guess that's why I'm like, I guess that's why I said that, because I'm like, no, you're right. I mean, just because they said there's no murder doesn't mean somebody's not committing a murder.
And then also, too, I heard that he's trying to bring back the death penalty for DC as well, too. So if you...
I mean, I'm not against the death penalty. Personally, I think there are a lot of people that don't need to be given life and should have just put in the dirt.
Oh. I forget y'all from Texas.
Some people just think that life is a harder sentence than death, because you really basically get to skip your suffrage.
Yes.
You know?
And that's fine, but it's on the taxpayer's dime.
True.
So, and they're asking for comforts and conveniences and medical treatment.
They should get medical treatment. They still should be. That's what, again, now here we are.
If you're on death row or if you're serving life,
you still don't get treated like an animal. You still have human
because if I treated you like an animal, I would have euthanized you peacefully.
I mean, even some people stretch out the length of a pet that should be euthanized peacefully. They let it go on. They make them comfortable. They make their last days comfortable.
It needs to be elongated. It does not make you a hero. Like, I would never put a family member, let alone an animal, in a condition where I want to elongate their life longer than they want to be alive.
But that's the thing, though. You brought the animals up. We're not talking about animals. We're talking about humans. We have to treat humans with dignity no matter what.
You just made the comparison, so I'm reinforcing that no.
They're human. They're not animals. They're human. We have to treat them with humanity. I mean, like, it's our Christian right. It's our what we're supposed to do as humans. We're supposed to.
Well, not everybody is Christian, so I don't know if I would say that either. But I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I disagree. I think there are some people that deserve a second chance at reevaluating the trial. I think there are some people that deserve to just sit and rot in prison as opposed to being given death sentence. But there are also some people that don't need to be in there at all, and some people that could really just be put to death. Not everybody needs to be afforded to live in prison.
So wait, you think Diddy deserves a second chance? I'm just asking for.
I do.
Honestly, yeah, he deserves a second chance to prove us wrong.
Right, well,
I think he deserves a second chance to prove us wrong, but if he just goes back to do the same damn thing, then no, bro. You going right back to prison and you gonna stay there.
Speaking of Diddy, so he has a court date coming up in October, and that's where he will be sentenced. But I'm not sure if you guys been keeping up with like his little updates and all those things like that. So basically, we know they tried to get him for racketeering. It was like a lot of counts or whatever. But basically,
I thought it was 6 pounds, but maybe I'm wrong.
It could be 6. It could be actually 16. But basically, what it's all coming down to, according to CMZ, is it's going to be. They're trying to get him on the what you call it charge on the damn, what the hell is that shit? The sex worker charge. That's what they're trying to get him on. And
I don't know why they even have those kind of charges. They don't give a damn about sex workers. They'd be the first ones to put them in jail.
Well, look at this. Well, they're sitting there. Well,
they'd be the first ones letting sex workers go missing or dead and do nothing about it. Don't even investigate.
Well, Diddy's talking about.
But you are charging him for.
I did most of the recording, so he was like, basically, I was the videographer. So I was just like, y'all are just saying anything nowadays.
So
he was like, I was just.
Did you make the legal porn or not? Like,
he was stating I was just a porn director, and he was just like, because I didn't really have sex with any of those guys, and then like, there's a whole act underneath the porn. I was just like, whoa. I was just like, I didn't even know that was I didn't even know there was an act underneath the pornography or whatever. I was just like, okay. So basically, he was like, y'all should just go ahead and throw this whole thing out. I'm just like, it's a little bit more than just throw this whole thing out. Like, you were wrong at we saw the video of you beating up Cassie. So it wasn't like you were just like this innocent man. Like, you are also like, we've seen you done some stuff. But anyway, I bring it up to say, we'll keep an eye out in October for that. But do you think Diddy was trying to be like Jeffrey Epstein? Or he was trying to be like the modern day one or the black one?
I think Jeffrey Epstein was more on the pervert. I don't know. I feel like Jeffrey was worse than Diddy. Okay. I think his intentions were so ill that, you know what I'm saying. I think you know how I feel about Diddy. I always felt like he was doing something that was taboo, not necessarily 100% like illegal, like the way they make it seem.
Yeah, he was doing something that he was taught by allegedly.
I think Diddy felt that he was doing things taboo. Jeffrey knew what he was doing was clearly illegal, and a part of his thrill was the fact that what he was doing was illegal.
Did you guys know that he was really good at math?
Huh? He was what?
He was like a math wizard. And that's how pretty much all this became about or whatever. Like, he was just like, he was like at the bottom of the chain one day or whatever. He came and did some math problems and broke it like to like some CEOs or whatever. And then just started like, I don't know, like they just started using his services because like I think he dropped out of college allegedly. So it was like he didn't have no college degree or whatever, and people were just hiring this guy off the street just because, you know, some other rich guy hired him for something or whatever. And that's basically how all of this came about. Like, he worked his way up and then started worked his way up, got money or whatever, and then started inviting people to like his private island and stuff like that. And then like he was starting to privately record people, and like the people didn't know or whatever, and then, you know, use them as blackmail or whatever. I was like, God damn. But that's a little bit Jeffrey Epstein. Also with Jeffrey, I don't know, did you guys see the what's her name? Glenstein Maxwell?
Oh, his girl.
Ghislaine Maxwell. So I was recently reading up on her and her last interview. Like, now, at this point, she's trying to play absolute complete idiot.
Yo.
She is trying to play absolute dumb. Because now she's trying to say, well, Donald Trump never did any of these things, and he was a perfect gentleman the whole time, and I've never seen him do these things. I mean, I've seen him a lot. We hang out. He's a very nice guy. He's always been a gentleman. He's never done those things. He's never participated in these kind of massages, But I can't really recall. There's no list. I can't really recall these people. I really don't know. I didn't really, like, now, all of a sudden, she can barely remember anybody, but she knows Donald Trump was a great guy. I mean, I would imagine the person that can legally pardon you, you would want to compliment as opposed to tell bad things.
Not only compliment, you know, she has been moved from Florida, from a high federal prison, to Texas, to a lower risk prison. So just to give you like a little example.
Yeah, she went to a white collar fancy protection prison now.
And to give
so she did put her in one of them fancy Texas prisons now, girl.
And to give you viewers a little idea of what that is. So That's where they put like the Real Housewives of like. What's
I mean, it's gonna be what she thinks it is. Like Texas still don't give a damn, but they like money, so they'll make her comfortable.
Oh man!
But you know, Texas also has for-profit prisons, so that's kind of against. Without it, you don't want someone that's on death row in a for-profit prison. They just lock people up in there because they get money for locking people up. It has to be a not-for-profit prison if someone's gonna be staying there.
Yeah, it's all celebrity.
Long time.
But my thing is too, like, she's sitting there saying all these things, whatever. Why should we believe her now? Like, why, of all days and all, like, why are you coming clean now? And it's just like, I
wasn't too much in her portion of the trial. I really didn't. I know that she used to like go find people and more people, but
she was the pimp. Oh,
did she tell the truth did she tell the truth, and that's why she's in jail?
Nobody knows.
Well, they had a lot of damning evidence, and that's why they charged her.
But wait, do y'all know who she is? Like, she started off as his girlfriend, then she became like not his girlfriend, and she became
like, if I'll be honest, it started off as it's rich people hanging out with rich people. She's a big mega socialite. Great, this is awesome. They're vibing. They probably hooked up off and on. She was kind of like his girl for a little bit, and then at some point she probably just like would hook him up with like girls that are around like her age, and he may have been like,
I think they
hey,
allegedly,
do you know these younger ones? And I wouldn't be surprised if she turned into a bottom bitch. Like, I feel like people like that don't keep up with that kind of business unless they're getting something out of it, like, fully. And I feel like for a lot of cases that I've seen where there is a gentleman, I don't even know why I said gentleman, a piece of shit guy, who is either a serial rapist or a serial killer, and he has a woman with him, and that's how they get the female victims to get there, because as a woman, when you see another woman look comfortable with this guy, you are more willing to trust her and trust the situation because, she doesn't feel scared, she doesn't feel unsafe, maybe he's cool. And there have been situations like, you can look it up, anybody can look it up when it comes to talking about these kind of cases. They'll kidnap them because she came in with the girl, and the girl may even participate in some of these deviant acts, like, because she's so in love with him, and she feels like it's the only way to validate her love is to, like, get in it. And I know it sounds crazy, but if there are any true crime fans out there listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
I would say, too, that we also need to do another conspiracy theory show. Because it's about to start getting cold outside.
My favorite time of year.
Exactly, my favorite time of the year. I love to be cozy up.
Perfect time for me to drink hot tea and hot cocoa, but mainly hot tea.
Oh, why not a hot toddy? Put a little alcohol in there. And see, that's where I like the brown stuff.
Ice of life.
I'm not really a brown person, but that's when I like the brown stuff, is when there's like a little tea involved. All right. So, what do you guys think about Amber Rose slamming racist older white men after she strongly supported them? Like, what, a year ago?
I mean, okay, girl.
I don't know really how I feel about Amber. We come from the same place, but we don't act the same. But actually, you know what? She from South Philly. She from South Philly, now that I think about it. That's a lot. It's just like the
what did she? I'm sorry, I dropped my receiver. What did she do?
Not the receiver. I said, Amber Rose is slamming racist older white men. I was just like, but you supported Trump.
I know.
Well, I mean, you guys all know I don't not support Trump. I mean, it's a thin line for me, but I mean, obviously I was gonna say I'm not racist, but I'm not even gonna say that. I'm racially biased. I ain't gonna say. I'll be truthful.
But my thing is, like, you're a little bit more level-headed. Like
I wouldn't. I don't know. I heard some of her judgment's been kind of.
No. I said you are a little bit more.
I personally think it is impossible for someone to be an absolutist about everything. I feel like there is truly gray area in a lot of things and a lot of feelings and a lot of situations. I don't feel like it is fair to really hold somebody to say, well, I thought you said you hated all cats. Well, I guess I don't hate all cats. I just hate cats that are fucking assholes. Well, okay. Well, maybe I don't particularly like white cats, but I tolerate cream cats. Or maybe I don't really like brown dogs, but I like this particular brown dog. Like, it's okay to say, hey, I like a thing that is something that's outside of what I normally would like, even though I have these conditions of things that I don't like. I feel like it's totally normal and it's totally within the realm of existence in any living thing to have a change of heart about a thing they previously didn't like. Like, that's the biggest accomplishment, I feel like, for anybody that has a picky eater for a friend or a child. Like, if you can convince that child, despite them saying, I don't like vegetables. Well, okay, I don't like vegetables, but I'll eat these.
I love when kids say they don't like vegetables. I'm like, can I let me just cook you some vegetables. Because I was like, because my kids don't eat everybody's vegetables, whatever, but they eat all mine's. And there's never ever no feedback. There's no fight, no nothing. And they'd be like, well, who made the vegetables? And I'd be like, I made them. They'd be like, all right. And especially, I just
my kids are like that too. They'll eat my. I remember one time I made some carrots for them. Oh my gosh.
For you cooking people out there, I just fell in love with this new Caribbean season. It's called vegetable season, and it's in the Caribbean island. That shit is amazing. I've been putting it on all my vegetables, even my sweet potato fries. I don't even think you're supposed to put it on that.
Vegetable season. Okay.
Vegetable season. I'll send you a picture.
Sweet potatoes and vegetables.
It is, but I don't think it's supposed to be that.
Conclude my point and circle back so that I don't steer too off. Like, I think it's perfectly acceptable for Amber Rose to be like, well, I supported Trump for these specific reasons, not because I necessarily think that I enjoy him as an old white man, but I enjoy what
she didn't read the full 20.
Whatever the quality
concept. It was the concept.
Right. And I think it's perfectly acceptable for her to be like, oh no, I do not like this group of people, despite me excusing this one guy. Well, this one guy is going to achieve certain things that I believe he's going to achieve. You know, whatever, right? So, I mean, I don't. Let's see. I wouldn't necessarily, like, I don't know. I'm not the kind of person that cares that much about characteristics when it comes to voting. I care about results, and I care about resumes and consistency. I care about success rate, and execution level. Like, those are things I care about. I could care less if we ended up with a trans president. I really don't care. I understand some people do, and that's fine. You're allowed to care. I'm explaining that I don't. And I'm explaining that other people are allowed to feel you can have all sorts of opinions and feel strongly about it and make an exception for somebody because they fit that thing.
I guess that's a good way of looking at it as well, too. Because, I mean, I really wouldn't care if we had a trans president. That would be wild to me, but I really wouldn't care. But that would be definitely something that I would want to, like, tell my grandchildren's, like, I was a part of that. Like, that would be a time. That would be.
It would be. But I also truly believe in the future of, like, if anyone has ever seen Fifth Element, if anyone has ever watched the show Futurama, if anyone has paid attention to early 2000s sci-fis, I truly believe in the diversity of the future, and I truly hope that we can get to the level of advancement that we see in these sci-fis, because by the time we get there, not only do we not care about the mediocre qualities of certain ethnic identities when it comes to complexion and those kind of characteristics, but we're intergalactic at this point. There are other species, other creatures that are involved in our Earth. So I mean, I hope we can get to a future where like it literally doesn't matter.
True.
I just care about you doing the job.
I mean, the fact that we only know about 2% of the ocean, that scares me.
Well, it's so big and it's vast and it's deep and it's arguably infinite because, like, if you think about it that way, like, the concept of the Earth, like, holding itself together is also freaking crazy because, like, if we're looking at it from a physics point of view, like, it's crazy how fast the Earth has to be spinning for us to go this still and to be able to have that much water and dive that deep into it and not just I don't know, man.
You want to know what's even more crazier about that little thought right there is that we on this floating ass rock and we still paying fucking taxes.
I know. You know, Thomas Jefferson said
we still paying
only
rent.
2 things are certain in life.
We still paying mortgages. We still paying the highway taxes and roads and stuff to get on the tolls and stuff like that. And we on this floating rock, and at any time, poof, we could just
only 2 things are certain in life: death and taxes.
Oh, what she said. All right, moving on. So have you guys been also keeping up with the South Park?
I haven't been seeing episodes, but I know that our dear President Trump hasn't been in the episodes.
Oh,
yeah, it's at the point where
I know you've been in bed with Satan. Everybody gets in bed with Satan.
They do.
But was Satan in bed with Satan like a long time ago too? But anyway, but my thing about that is, I don't know. Allegedly, South Park might be coming to an end, but you know what? South Park still gets the win. Because
South Park is in Canada. South Park ain't coming to no end. The people in Canada. You can't mess them.
But so my thing about that is, South Park has already signed a $1.5 billion contract, like we talked about on the show, whatever. So they were going to, and then they have also mentioned in multiple interviews, they've been trying to retire the show for like the last 10 years. So they was just
y'all just won't let them die,
They won't. The fans.
No, South Park is no. South Park is like the Simpsons. They can't go nowhere. They just gonna keep evolving with time.
Exactly, and it's just like, damn, like y'all got my kids involved in this thing. I'm just like, y'all. I'm like, I already saw the first, 20 episodes or the first 20 seasons. The kids is taking over nowadays. But yeah, that's crazy. That would definitely be crazy if South Park definitely gets off the air. Oh man, so Kilmar made his way back to his family this week or within a week.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting. We talked about that. He was the one that got transported to El Salvador, and his wife. His wife picked him out in the line. His wife picked like on a picture that she just knew that was his tattoo, and she just went based off of that. And yeah, it was this whole big thing or whatever. They're like, we're not getting him back, and we got him back. So like, he got some legal issues and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some legal battles to fill, but we gonna see what they do. Also, did y'all hear?
Well, I'm glad that we could bring him home.
Exactly. Yeah, so that was crazy. Also, did you guys hear about Lil Nas X?
How he
was out in the streets. He was out in these streets. In some boots and some tidy whities.
He's been increasingly going off though. Like, have you seen his Snapchats? Have you seen his Instagram?
Nah. I think I only follow him on TikTok maybe, and I think he's a little bit more professional on there. And I think that's because somebody else might handle his TikTok. I don't think it's him.
Yeah, because I feel like I can't remember if it's his. I think I follow his Instagram, but like his Instagrams were starting off pretty like casual, and then he started getting a little abnormally interpersonal with us, and I was kind of like, okay, like whatever. But then he started getting a little activist-y, And then I can't remember what I was looking up. There was a video where he was really energized about something. Like, I don't know if I would say, I can't remember if I would say if he was upset or not, but he was speaking very passionately about something as if he was frustrated. I only looked at it like a little briefly because I was driving, so I didn't stare a lot. But
I don't know, but apparently he might be allegedly facing 4 felony charges. I was only able to come up with I was only able to come up with decency exposure. That's the only one I thought of. Maybe under the influence.
I think he got a couple misdemeanors.
And then one of them was the assault against and all this.
He had assaulted a cop, like he had punched one of them.
And I can't remember. I can't think of what the 4th one is. I might have to start reading somebody's comments because I was just like, damn. Well, what is the 4th one did he do? And I don't know if it's like, I don't know. But that's something else we'll have to keep an eye on. All right, so now we're about to get into some rapid questions. All right. My second question gonna be hot. I've been waiting to ask this question all fucking day, and I'm glad that YouTube popped on because it's kind of more so geared towards YouTube, not YouTube, but your gender.
Okay.
All right. How do you guys feel about the Philadelphia Eagles? Ooh, because it's about to be football season, and my bird's about to be out here whooping some ass, and that includes them whack ass Cowboys too. Anyway,
okay.
I had to get that out.
I mean, do what you need to do. Whatever therapy.
Therapy? No, that's not what I'm in therapy for. I don't need therapy about my birds. We always on fly.
I just have my thoughts on the male cheerleaders. One, males have been in cheerleading since high school.
Right.
It's always been co-ed. There's always been a guy. I just hope they stick to, just so that they're not taking away from what we're all there to see, which is football, and just making too much of a spectacle.
Okay, I can
maybe if they stick with traditional clothing styles, so basically don't put the guys in skirt. I think that it's perfectly fine. I mean, even if they wanted to, but I'm just saying, like, so that it's not so much.
I think that it's perfectly acceptable to ask someone to wear the honorary uniform the way it's intended because I'll go ahead and expose myself. Okay. I went to school back in 2004. Even then, there were male cheerleaders that, yes, they may have learned certain choreography, but they weren't necessarily doing the same thing as girls were doing. And I think, quite frankly, any professional dancer will tell you, and any professional gymnast will tell you, that at the end of the day, it's not about looking cute, it's about the technique and the delivery. So, do your part correctly, do what's asked of you correctly, and
I can see that too,
everything can be golden.
Even if you're talking about like
where the as intended, there were plenty of men of all differing sexualities that were part of the cheer team throughout the many years that I have seen collegiate cheer, whether it was high school cheer,
men have always been a part of cheer. I mean, at the classic level, there's always been men cheerleaders.
And they wear the uniform as intended. Now, regardless of your sexuality, the uniform is to be worn as it's intended. Now, whatever you want to do after the fact, or if you want to add, like, you want to bejewel your face in your uniform, that's fine. But at the end of the day, the uniform's the uniform. That's it.
I mean,
the only reason that I care about the uniform is because if it's not, then it's going to take away from the game. It's just going to be something to talk about. It's going to be a spectacle. It's just going to be what everybody's focused on.
Because the cheer team is just meant to be a morale booster. It's meant to entertain the crowd briefly in between breaks.
Personally, I don't care, but there's so many people that do that it just could cause a problem.
A big distraction. But I would also say too, so bring it back to like what Allison was saying, it's about delivery and the art. So I mean, I guess even if we're talking about our queen today, Beyonce, like even she has dancers that speak that language, and she has where they have to wear masculine stuff, and then so there's also a certain part of time where they can wear the more feminine stuff, or the dresses, and like the boys can wear the dresses and the skirts, whatever. But like, there's a time for that, or she has it, whatever. Because at the same time, you're not going to outshine the queen. So like, so you guys are all going to look coordinated.
Yeah, exactly. So because if it is, and everybody's gonna all be like, "Did you see the guy with the
costume is a costume.
Beyonce?" Like.
Exactly. So I mean, like,
as a dancer, you wear the costume that's assigned. It's not about your personal style unless that's asked of you. Like, if the choreographer has asked you to put your personal style on your costume for your dance piece, then by all means, do what you want to do. But if they've given you a specific costume, then you wear the costume that's assigned.
Yeah, you can practice
And the professional will do that without adding their personal opinion to it.
All right, so here's a little hot question I've been waiting to ask you guys, or you ladies. All right, ladies, if you were about to get jumped by 5 women, and your partner is there, meaning your husband or your boyfriend, do you expect for your husband to jump in with you? Or should your husband jump in? Or should your partner jump in, I should say, sorry.
I feel like if I'm being swarmed, or if it looks like I'm clearly losing, and you don't do shit, yeah, I would feel some type of way about that.
If I'm getting jumped off by people, yes. If it's one-on-one, absolutely not. I don't care if I'm losing. You can break it up or something, but don't jump in. Don't, you know what I'm saying? At least let me get fall. Or even because I just know me and how I am when it comes to fighting, even if it's 2-on-1. If I look like I'm holding my own, just stand back. But if it's five, then absolutely yes. I wouldn't even have to expect it. I already know,
Now, I'm not asking them to like lay hands. Like, if I'm with my homegirl, then yes, you her lay hands. But if I just happen to be dating a man, as someone who's poly, if I happen to be dating a man, I want him to at least throw them off of me. Like, just throw them off.
Or even just remove me from the situation. But I definitely don't want you like swinging punches and like knocking women out.
Now, if I'm dating a woman, then yes, I absolutely expect you to throw hands.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? What am I, sis? As a cis woman, ain't that some shit?
If I'm dating a woman, though, I am expecting you to lay hands on these hoes. Are you kidding me? You think you're gonna crawl back in my bed after watching me get beat the shit out of? Get out of my house!
Well, I will say,
I would hate it.
If it's 5 against 1, yes, I'm gonna throw hands. I'm gonna throw hands, baby. And I mean, like, I know you said not knocking people out. I'll just knock people out accordingly, because some bitches are a little tough. Like,
okay, I can accept that. I can accept that.
Because like, say one of them bitches is one of them, like, 1990 lesbians, like, that only carry around her ID and her cigarettes. That bitch ain't got nothing to lose. That bitch ain't got nothing to lose. I'm gonna have to throw hands on that one for real, and not just to protect you, but to protect me, because that bitch is not going to let up off me. I am going to throw hands with that one. If you got any lesbian friends that are full lesbian, full studs, I'm throwing hands with them. I'm gonna knock a pretty bitch out.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to. Look, I won't hit a woman, but I'll beat a bitch's ass. That's how I keep it.
I would be pretty upset. But I mean, I would be pretty upset though if like they just stood by and did nothing. Like, are you for real?
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Doing nothing.
I would say that we don't condone violence.
Oh,
we just understand it. All right. On to, like, so these are a little bit more updates. So wait, how have you guys heard some new music by Tiana Taylor?
No.
She has new music out. And
I did. I heard a new single.
Yo, she doing well this year. She was in that new Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. She played a cop.
Oh yeah, shaken but not stirred. Oh
no. I think it was is it no. It's the other one starts with the S. Damn.
That's it.
wait, that one. She's in that movie. She's in a couple of No, I thought it was what you call it. I thought it started with a straw. It's called Straw.
Oh yeah, straw.
Yeah. Straw.
Last straw. Straw to both the camel's back.
It's the movie called Straw with Taraji.
I love me some Tiana Taylor though.
Yo, I love me some Tiana Taylor. One of my, oh my god, she's singing one of my favorite songs. I ain't gonna sing that though. But homegirl also lost her voice as well too, as her album just released.
Wow.
I know her album just released and she lost her voice.
Oh.
I was like, damn, and she's in another movie as well, so that's a little bit more action packed, I think. So I was just like, all right, Miss Tiana Taylor, you also see who she dating too. So like, she on the come up.
He's a very beautiful Ken doll.
He is got some very, I would say, dreamy eyes.
Eccentric features. His features in general, but also so with her, she also has very eccentric features. I think that they're a good Barbie couple.
Oh my goodness, TZ can get it.
You know who else had a single out, don't you?
Cardi B.
Who? Oh yeah. Have you heard her new songs?
Cardi B, yes, I have heard. I'm trying to. I mean, the first one. Outside. That one really hits. The second one, I'm still working on that one. I'm still
Imaginary
Player. It's still.
I like that.
No. It gotta get.
I feel like that one. That
might be.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out because is that Dead Presidents that is playing? I'm trying to figure out what.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I need to hear it again because I've only heard it like 3 times.
Yeah, so that's what's bothering me is I can't figure out what '90s bop is because like I'm sitting there.
Oh my god! I recently looked into this. Oh my gosh. Because she used the one she did for Outside. What? No.
Outside.
I don't think that was it.
Something that she got from from Atlanta.
Okay, I think the Imaginary Players. I think it's supposed to be something Jay-Z.
Like President. That's what it is.
The same tempo beat from the Jay-Z song. I think.
Hold up. Because I'm gonna put that one down for me for trivia. Cause fuck that. Fuck what you heard.
Also, I believe she's pregnant.
Who? What?
Huh? You think she's pregnant?
I think they confirmed it already.
Allegedly.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some. Allegedly. But you know, Park 11 don't say it. It ain't true yet.
They think Cardi B is pregnant by who?
Trey.
That's gonna be she hid pregnancy well too. Because with
she did a little video that I saw, but I can never tell with the internet because you don't know if something real. A lot of times you gotta look at it to make sure it ain't AI.
That shit is
but she looked like she had a little pooch in her belly. And I don't, not the one, because I got 2 bellies, so I don't judge women's bodies and be like, oh, she look bloated. But what I'm saying is, to me, a regular person, she actually did look like she had a little baby bump.
Well, and I feel like we should, I'm sure if we ask the fans, people that like really follow Cardi and have followed her during pregnancy will probably spot very quickly what she looks like when she's pregnant, or what she starts
I'm gonna tell you this:
pregnant.
her stomach was not iron and board flat like it usually is.
Y'all got me.
Well, I mean, maybe she was retaining water that day.
That's exactly why I don't like seeing shit. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I think she wanted to be pregnant.
I mean,
I feel like she's one of those women who like to be pregnant. She's like Rihanna. She likes to be pregnant. She likes that whole, pregnancy life. And I think she likes the guy that she's with.
Yeah,
a castle. A real castle.
I don't think they confirmed it
A
yet,
real
but
castle.
yeah,
Seeing her, she was so freaking excited.
it says rumors are swarming. It has not been confirmed. It has not been denied as well right now either.
Offset got a new song too.
Oh yeah, so what do y'all think about Offset's apology? I guess towards Cardi B and him trying to move on like with his new song and his new music and his new career and his new paths.
I'm gonna quote a movie. I don't give a fuck, bitches.
And on that note, moving right along. So how do you guys feel about DC's very own, well, Maryland's very own, Tamar Braxton, Tony Braxton's little baby sister?
Oh my god.
Was that a good
one? How do I feel about her?
Wait, no. About what just happened to her.
But that's the thing. What happened? She ain't seen what the hell happened. We all know she woke up with a bloody face, bloody nose, something. But she's not telling what happened.
True. They's talking about it was exhaustion. Is what I see in the comments.
So why she so she fell and that's why she had to go see the cosmetic surgeon?
Yeah, and apparently they said that allegedly she was calling Dr. Heavenly down in Atlanta. She's on Real House. She's on Married to Medicine.
Yeah. To get her veneers done because she broke her veneer or something.
Ooh.
But I'm just saying though, she ain't saying what happened. All she's talking about is, I almost lost my life, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you how. I'm just gonna tell you I woke up with a bloody face.
Maybe we will find out what happened because I think they're recording the Braxtons right now because they don't return until October. So they going into their second season. They had to come and redo the show because that was Mr. Tracy's last wish is that they come and do the show together one more time. So they're going into the second season, and I don't know what set Tony off with her, but Tony about to flip a table. So I don't know. I might have to turn in and actually get back into my Braxton family values and see what Tony.
I'm gonna have to get back into it too. Then I do kind of. I was watching.
She got right in Tamar's face too. Whatever. I was like, we ain't never see that side of Tony.
I'm just gonna be fair. Tamar, she rubs me the wrong way, but I mean, you know,
I can't.
She's a baby. She's a baby.
So here's the thing about Tamar's position. I see where you're coming from. I hear where you're coming from. But unfortunately, me and her are in the same position when it comes to...
Yeah, because you're the baby. You're the baby.
So
and that's what I said. She rubbing wrong with you the baby. But I'm just saying, you still have to have a certain amount of respect. I know we breaking generational curses and we doing all this in 2025. Womp womp. I get it. But this doesn't mean that you still don't have to have a certain amount of respect for your elders, especially...
that's true.
You know, just to say for conversation, your successful elders. Like,
that's true.
It's not like your auntie who still live with your grandma who don't pay no rent is trying to advise you. These your successful persons that are doing well make you just like it's not like it's just any old body.
Wait, let me tell you something about my position. People are going to... They are going to love me and hate me at the same time. Basically, I'm a Sour Patch Kid. There are times where I'm going to let you get away with some things, but I won't let you get away with too much. There are times where I will be like, all right, the older person, you keep saying some slick shit, and I'm going to slide something back at you. It needed to be said, but maybe I shouldn't have said it, but nobody's going to say anything because they all were thinking it, and I just said it out loud.
So, and you know what? And there's nothing wrong with it. And again, I'm just going, when people do that, I call them Donald Trumps because it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
I mean, that's true too. And then, you know, a lot of people, they like I said, they love and hate me at the same time. They fucks with me, but at the same time, like, they don't like my slick ass comebacks. So it takes them some time to get over that. Then they come back around. I'm like, you know, and then like hate it because I'm like, you know, you deserve that shit. You know, like, yeah, but you ain't had to do such and such. No, I didn't, but you deserved it. All right, we gonna get, and then we just gonna get over it, and we just gonna get over it, and we gonna move right along. And that's why people like. I told you, it's like a Sour Patch Kid. They love and they hate me, and it's sometimes they be like, look, his mouth too slick. We ain't going to fuck with it. I'll be like, hey, did you want the truth? And don't interrupt my sleep. Because then that can be a different person.
Don't interrupt my sleep.
Story. All right.
And also not me because I hold grudges. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I hold grudges.
I hold grudges. I put people on the back burner. And I can also, you don't have to exist to me. So I can.
That's the only option for me.
I can walk past you in the grocery store and 100% won't see you. I can have you at the point questioning, did you see me? Like, what was that him? He had blonde hair, right? But yeah. All right. Moving on. We almost done. All right, Miss Mariah Carey. I don't know. We're getting a little different Mariah right now, but she's about to receive the that Vanguard Award from the VMAs.
Mariah got a new song?
She got a couple new songs out. Dangerous. And there's another one that's out too that I'm kind of fucking with too. Whatever. I'm just like, well, wait, where was this Mariah Carey at? Like, cause she just got off tour. You was singing like, yes, I like your older songs. I do. I fucks with them. I was just listening to My All this morning and yesterday. But like, okay, like I want to hear like you're still up and wearing heels and getting up on the stage. I want to hear some new shit. Like,
you mean getting lifted up on the stage? Oh, okay.
Lifted, carried, placed. But she's moving around more now on stage. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, wait, did it take for the music to change for we to get this Mariah? Because that's what she be doing on the stage. I'm like, okay, you weren't doing that at none of your All I Want For. I don't even want to hear that song right now. All right.
Don't worry. It's coming.
Look, man, don't come until after Thanksgiving. We ain't ready yet.
She said, "Don't clock it."
Right. Keep you in your outfits, your ensembles. All right. So wait, did you guys hear that they're canceling the BET Source Awards?
The what?
They are canceling the BET Source Awards, right? And the hip hop.
Well, by the time they caught up, because I canceled them about 3 years ago. So.
I gave up on them years ago.
I know, years ago. Like, really? Like,
I gave up
listen,
on them.
the year, and guess what? I wanted to see Chris Brown in October. I love Chris Brown. If I had $1,200, I'd be taking a picture with him. But I canceled him when he won Best New Song over Brent Fires that 1 year, about 3-4 years ago. And I was like, you know what? It's bullshit. Chris Brown got Best Album. He had to get Best New Single too. They could have get at the break. He was starving artists just coming out. I mean, just getting big. I was like, this show is a joke.
I was like, well, you did say you hold grudges.
So, I do. I did, and I do. I follow God.
You stick to your truth. I was just like, I got rid of the Source Awards. I want to say maybe 106
I don't even know what the Source Awards is. Is that right?
Maybe 106 in Park was still on the air, and I ain't talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about the later seasons. I think Bow Wow was the last host or something like that, whatever. That's when I gave one the Source Awards, especially when these niggas, I don't know what the fuck they saying on the stage. I'm just like, I've been giving up on this. I'm sitting there. We went from slang to acronyms to I don't know what the fuck we're talking. I need a damn Urban Dictionary from wherever the fuck he from. I don't know. What is that?
Y'all remember that?
Anybody get that? But anybody get that? Anyone? Damn, what he say? I sure like the beat is nice.
It is. What the hell?
I don't know what the song, but it's like there's a TikToker I follow as well too. He be asking people, tell me your deepest darkest secrets, or hey, but listen, you can either show your face or don't show your face. Them country motherfuckers. They're like, yo, man, I had this little thing, and I was going on saying, and I took it to the back, and I did a little thing, and I put what do you say? You have to go to the comments to read in the comments. Anybody get that? What the hell was that? They was just like my urban. One of the comments was like, "Oh, I left my urban Bama dictionary somewhere else." I was just like, "That's what it is," because that shit is Bama. I'm just like, y'all must be like in the heart of fucking Alabama. But anyway, all right, that's our show for y'all. But let me tell y'all this real quick. Well, you know what they say, not stabbing nobody. Not stabbing nobody when you really wanted to is a sign of adulting successfully. Remember, you heard those words here first.
Okay.
All right.
Goals.
Adulting goals. This show is really violent today. Now that I think about it. All right, Allison, where can we find you at?
All right, you can find me on Instagram. Just look up Allison Salt Official, or just Allison Salt. You can also find me on FetLife, as you guessed it, Allison Salt. But that's pretty much it. You can't find me anywhere else.
All right, Nat, where can we find you?
Hey. I'm here sometimes.
Sometimes. One day we're gonna all do that. All right, y'all can definitely catch me out here. Y'all can definitely catch me on TikTok as well too. Be sure to check us out. Love y'all. Bye.